Out news this morning, environmental experts explain why this year's fall colors might be a bit underwhelming. And one Kentucky city brings back a new fall tradition, providing some fall fun for all to enjoy.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
All right, good morning again. It's almost 6:31 on this Tuesday morning. I'm Dakota Makris. Thank you for waking up with us as always. Let's head over to Brandon for a look at your weather. Brandon, was it foggy this morning for you? I don't.
Oh, for me, I thought you were getting ready to say yes, it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you hadn't said for you, I was going to be like Dakota.
No, I know it was for me.
Okay.
No, I remember that part.
Right.
So.
Now, I hit it in different spots, and then in spots it would be like clear. So, yeah. But I tell you what was the big thing I noticed when I stepped out the door this morning is the moon.
Yes, bright.
Bright and full.
Yeah.
And
you know what? Almost didn't need to turn your headlights on this morning.
Exactly. Just driving the door.
Yeah, just driving. No, for real, turn on your headlights.
No, exactly. Please turn on your headlights and leave them on low beams if you get stuck in that dense fog. Let's talk about our forecast this morning. It is foggy in some spots, but it is also foggy in spots that are not showing it, like over toward Wise and here in Hazard. We are fogged in Hazard, we are fogged in Whitesburg, and they are fogged in Logan, Harlan, Middlesboro, Williamsburg, and Monticello this morning, at least on the sensor network. Temperatures a little cooler in some spots this morning. 30s showing up in Jonesville, Williamsburg, Jacksboro, Monticello, and Irvin. Low 40s in a lot of areas, upper 40s on those ridges. So you'll need a little extra to max warming needed on that coffee meter this morning. Grab a hot cup of joe on your way out the door. Temperatures this afternoon head into the low 70s. So that's a little bit above average with sunny skies. Chilly tonight as they fall back into the low to mid 40s across most of the area. Dakota?
All right, Brandon, thank you. A West Virginia man accused of killing his parents was shot and killed after firing a gun at police, according to the Logan County Sheriff's Office. The suspect was killed following a chase that ended in Mingo County. Andrew Colgrove has those details.
We were sitting on the steps and heard a bunch of sirens coming.
George Baisden was outside his home in the 12-pole area of Mingo County Monday when a police chase went through his neighborhood.
And everything just went crazy after that.
The Logan County Sheriff's Office says it started around 11:30 in the morning when they got a call of shots fired at a home on Brogue Road in the Dingus Mountain area. When deputies arrived, they found Sean and Karen Dempsey shot to death. They say witnesses at the scene gave them information about the shooter, the couple's son, Sean Dempsey.
They were really good people. I mean, if you ever needed anything, all you had to do was ask them. And that's why it's so hard for me to understand why he did something like that.
Deputies say after the shooting, Dempsey stole his parents' car and took off. Investigators say they tracked him down and chased him to Cub Ranch, where Dempsey drove through a roadblock and damaged a cruiser. Then they say the suspect turned here onto Mar Branch.
Seconds after that, wasn't nothing but gunshots.
Deputies say Dempsey's car got stuck and he started shooting at officers who returned fire, killing him.
It could have went totally a different way. I mean, they could have got shot. I'm glad it happened the way it did. I hate to say that. At least it's over with. People don't have to worry. We can sleep better at night knowing he's not running around here, because if you kill your mom and dad, you'll kill anybody.
The accused killer's life ended shortly after the unthinkable crime. Andrew Colgrove, WSAZ News Channel 3, Mingo County.
Now, deputies were told the suspect got into an argument with his parents before the shooting. Sean and Karen Dempsey were both 52 years old. One Ashland man is charged with murder in connection to the death of his girlfriend. Ashland police say they were called to a home for a possible overdose. Now, once they arrived, they found 24-year-old Angel Brianna Rowe with a gunshot wound, and she was later pronounced dead. Now, police say Angela's boyfriend, Talon A. Bensinger, is being charged with murder. In Laurel County, 35-year-old Cassie Brown is charged with 3 counts of assaulting a police officer. Sheriff's deputies say she was trying to take a truck that didn't belong to her early Sunday morning. Deputies say Brown tried to fight the 3 deputies who responded. They say she kicked them and even tried to rip off an antenna from a cruiser to use as a weapon. She's also charged with public intoxication and disorderly conduct. A national park in West Virginia is telling visitors they need to stop throwing rocks down cliffs, saying it could kill climbers and hikers below. A Facebook post by the New River Gorge National Park and Preserve says a rock climber recently reported to a park ranger that multiple people were throwing big rocks from a cliff at Diamond Point, And on the Endless Wall Trail to climbers areas more than 100 feet below, the park says the climbers saw at least one rock fall a couple of feet from someone who was climbing, saying it could have been deadly. Well, the Cumberland Gap Tunnel on US 25 East turned 25 years old yesterday. Our Zach Hawk went to Middlesboro to take a look at the historical impact of this engineering marvel.
Officials at the Bell County Historical Society are celebrating the Cumberland Gap Tunnel with a special exhibit now through October 30th.
The famous Wilderness Road went through the Cumberland Gap, and before the tunnel was put in, we only had 1/2 mile of the original Wilderness Road in the exact location that it was.
That is a road traveled by some famous settlers and explorers.
They wanted to put the gap back as close as they possibly could to the 1750 appearance when Dr. Thomas Walker came through and, founded the area and named everything Cumberland after the Duke of Cumberland.
With the tunnel built, they added almost 2 miles to the Wilderness Road, and with the national park, expanded tourism.
I taught history for 30 years, and everybody's heard of Daniel Boone and the Cumberland Gap, and so people will stop here from all over the country to come in. Sometimes you'd be surprised, even foreign countries when I worked at the park would stop in to see the Cumberland Gap and Daniel Boone.
Today, the tunnel sees 30,000 people a day passing through and serves as a monument to history.
And you need to understand your history, and it's such an excellent avenue of being able to portray that to not only locals but to everybody in our nation, because we are a vital part of the history of this entire nation.
The Historical Society exhibit runs Tuesdays through Saturdays. In Middlesboro, Zach Hawk, WYMT Mountain News.
Well, in addition to the environmental and historical preservation, the tunnel replaced a deadly road. Tunnel manager Robert Morrison told us that the old highway through the area known as Massacre Mountain averaged around 5 deaths each year. Since the tunnel opened in 1996, there have only been 2 traffic-related deaths. Well, Pumpkin Park at London Town Center is back this year. It is giving kids and families the chance to experience some outdoor Halloween fun, both during the day and when the display is lit up at night. This is becoming a new tradition on Main Street, and despite the pandemic still hampering some people's plans for the upcoming holiday, parents are happy to be out and about with their kids.
It's great. It's fall, it's beautiful, the weather's beautiful, and it is normal. They're ready for Halloween, they're ready for the fun, and this is a great place and a great way to do it.
Now the park will remain orange themed through the month of October. The fall season, a time known for the beautiful colors the foliage can bring. However, in eastern Kentucky this year, many trees in the region are still green. Well, our Chaz Jenkins spoke with experts on what could be causing this.
Tree leaves changing color, a natural occurrence caused by the colder climates and drier weather.
That has been shaped through evolution, that these plants are now reserving their energy so that in the spring they're ready to leaf back out.
But due to a late spring, wet weather, and hotter climates this season, that is not the case, with foliage across the region still looking green.
I looked up some climate data and found that eastern Kentucky, the latest data I had was for August, but that it was slightly wetter than the 20-year average and slightly warmer than the 20-year average.
Tourism leaders in Letcher County see this as a blessing for the area.
Having an extra time to go to the lake or hiking or just that, extended time is, we're really pushing that, and people are enjoying having that extra time to go out and do things.
Experts say this environmental change could be a permanent one.
We may actually see fall, the leaf coloring, like that signal of fall, happening later in other years going forward as well.
However, tourism leaders are already prepared, setting up live camera feeds across the county.
That's for 2 reasons. One, so people that are traveling to this area can kind of look at those and they can see what the foliage looks like and come at the right time that they want to. 2, we put that up for people that can't make it to the area.
Studying and adapting with the environment. Chaz Jenkins, WYMT Mountain News.
Well, if you are seeing lots of fall colors in your community, you can send us a picture on Facebook or tag us over on Twitter. Well, with the fall season comes Halloween, and more often than not, organizations offer activities for younger children and rarely gear activities specifically toward teens. The Johnson County Public Library has dedicated the entire month of October to teens by hosting Teentober, an event that offers fun Halloween-oriented activities for teens each week. Organizers say this event not only gives teens an opportunity to experience age-appropriate activities, but also promotes the other services the Johnson County Public Library offers to that specific age group.
Our biggest goal here at Johnson County Public Library is to provide a safe, fun, and welcoming environment for our teens. And so that's been the goal from day one with my job.
Leaders add that they plan to create even more activities for teens to participate in the upcoming holidays.
Forecast this morning as we head out the door. A little bit on the chilly side, but not much fog over UVA-wise this morning here. About 641. We're going to continue to see again possibility for just a little bit of a chill out there this morning. We're seeing temperatures in-wise at 37, 36 now. Jonesville, one of the coolest spots in the region, and then 48 on the other end of the spectrum there at Jackson. 30s also reported in Irvin, Monticello, Williamsburg, and Jacksboro this morning. Your out the door forecast, not too bad as we head through the rest of the day. Sunshine is going to warm us up quickly. I think we make the low 70s, so one more nice day before we see a few more clouds on the backside of tomorrow before rain chances return on your Thursday. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you so much for joining us. I was reading scripts. The time is now 6:41. Still to come here on Mountain News this morning. Our country's exit from Afghanistan is placed under even closer scrutiny.